let me get this right. So you went to jail, bonded out, you're awaiting trial, when suddenly a bombshell, somebody confessed to the crime.
On my birthday.
On your birthday?
Yes, sir.
Somebody confessed to the crime on your birthday.
Well, the 12th, he confessed to it. They told me on the 13th, which is Monday to my birthday, January the 13th.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And who was it that confessed to the crime?
Jeffrey Beasley.
Allegedly, this was one of the two that she was seeing?
Yes, correct.
Yes, sir. First I heard of this,
Right.
when he told me this.
Was he a friend of your wife, or
No, he was a friend of mine.
yours? He was your
I
friend?
growed up with the boy.
Yeah. You had known him all your life?
I knew his father all my life, his stepfather.
Uh-huh.
He's the one that trained us how to root and everything.
Right.
I didn't think that he was involved in it.
And I think this gentleman lived arguably 2 blocks from the Ozark Police Department the entire time.
Is that right?
I find that interesting.
That's the last time I seen him. The 2 weeks I gave him a place to live.
Right.
Because he was needing a place that him and his wife was arguing and everything.
Right. So you actually gave this guy a place to live?
Yes. I gave Bobby Harris a place to live because they needed a bed to sleep in. Not my bed, not my wife's bed. But I didn't know this till here recently about it.
Do you have any idea what his motivation was to kill your wife?
No, sir. I want to know, honestly.
So he commits his crime, gets away with it for all of these years. And so when this starts unraveling, your daughter files and says, look, I'm going to push you. I want to know what happened to my mother.
True.
So they start trying to come up with some answers.
Mm-hmm.
I understand they spoke to his wife.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And she didn't want to talk.
Correct.
But they subpoenaed her?
We were scheduled to go to trial on Monday the 13th. The week before that Monday, I met with the district attorney's office there. And they said they have their guy and that they're ready to go to trial. And I say, you don't have your guy, you got the wrong guy. We were the only case set the next week, Monday, for a trial. We had the jury coming in. And they were trying to gather 404B evidence, which is other wrongs that they can pile on with in the case of Mr. Harris. And keep in mind, at this point in time, I'm checking the court system. There's nobody subpoenaed for this murder trial. Now, that doesn't mean they haven't been talking to anybody, but nobody was subpoenaed to go to trial. So they called, I believe, the assistant district attorney and found this lady in Mobile, Alabama, which is 4 hours away. She said, I'm not coming. They needed her to come to give some damaging evidence to Carl, that is, that he and Tracy had a bad relationship. Well, they drove 4 hours to serve her the subpoena. She got there and said, I'm not coming because Carl Harris didn't do it. My ex-husband done it. They came back to Ozark, Alabama, I believe it was on a Friday, and interrogated him. He denied it. I think on Saturday, this is 2 days before we're going to trial, he takes a polygraph test, and I think he fails it. On Sunday at 2:20 p.m., the day before we were set to go to trial, I think that's 18 hours, he confessed to holding her under the water until she took her last breath and then let her float down the river.